We had Brandon Schaub on, which was great. It was great talking to Brandon, and
he loves you.
Yeah,
Brendan also.
Who?
Yeah,
Brendan.
He's used to it. He's used to Brandon.
What'd I say?
Schwab.
Brandon?
Brendan.
Yeah, well, that's your thing. You know, like
People do it all the time.
Brendan Schaub. You'll call him Brandon.
I
That's
call
fine.
him Bryan.
Brendan Schaub.
Brendan
Schaub.
with an E.
Listen, Mr. Schaub. Is that
Yeah.
easier for you? Let's do that.
Like how you say Peter Thiel.
How about
Everyone's
the
like, it's
guy
Peter
that
Thiel, but-
considers you a very athletic individual?
High school.
Schaub
He
thinks
took
you're
a shot at me. All
incredible
right, there,
athlete.
Schaub. We'll get it. We'll
To the
see this
point
guy.
where he brought it up on. He says, "I told one of the guys."
Yeah.
You know, he was talking about one of the guys. You know what it was, but
we're still friends.
It is
though.
what it
I
is.
thought Brendan was a great guest. I think he's funny.
it is what it is.
We played dodgeball, and he can't throw a ball. I said it. I said it out loud. I said it live.
Yeah.
Fired.
I said it live.
Well, you were telling the story about how he blew out a couple hamstrings. I don't know if you wanted to throw that story out there to the
it's
wind.
common. It was on the podcast. Right? You know, I'm begging him to warm up before he sprints 100 yards since he hasn't done it in 10 years. And he kind of went, "No."
To you.
He gave me that right in the face.
Yeah.
I'm good. The whole hands in the face
Well,
thing.
because the thing about getting older is you realize the laws of physics, the laws of the universe apply to you. When you're young and you're like, well, you know, I have this joke about the fact that when you're young, you actually do believe you're one of God's favorites, right? You do.
You're
like,
invincible.
Tragedy and loss. It's so sad over there, but I'm just going to keep
Yeah.
waving. You know? and that's why you do crazy things like parkour, because gravity, you know, but nobody in their 40s picks up parkour because you realize, well, there are no favorites.
Yeah.
You know, and it's
But
really
there are a few favorites.
you, my friend. You're
motherfucker.
He's half Assyrian.
Right.
He's biblical.
Are you 50 yet? How old are you?
55.
What have you
Get
learned
outta
about
here.
Are you really?
Get out of
Not
here.
bad, right?
No shit.
What have you learned about stretching?
Tight skin.
Good for you.
Stretching, because Brendan Schaub didn't
55.
take your lesson for it.
I do. People laugh, but I actually do yoga every day. But
So do
not,
I.
not long.
You really?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my philosophy is moderation, and I think what I'll do is if I'm going to lift weights, I'll do 20 minutes, but it's intense. I'll do maybe 15 minutes of yoga, not this hour and a half stuff. And I think consistency, and then just learning how to eat, not getting crazy, not turning into a religion. Let's enjoy our life, please. And just at the end of the day, moderation, golden mean. People get too crazy. I'm carnivore. I'm keto. I'm sorry. It's
Too much.
I don't subscribe to that.
Well, I got caught last week. I was with a girl. I was in the bathroom because I know we were about to hook up. I got caught stretching in the bath. She was like, "Why are you counting in there?" I was like, just mind your business. Like, don't worry about it.
Wait, you're stretching before.
100%. I don't want to pull something during. You know what I mean?
Well, you did a bit. We went to his comedy show about how you
Oh yeah,
sex in your 20s is a lot different from sex in your 40s.
Well, 40s, and I did a bit where I'm like, you know, when you were younger, you could pick the girl up, go on the dresser, and she would throw everything off the dresser. I go, that's hot at 20. At 40. Your whole life is on that dresser. There's antiques. If a girl does that, I'm like, time out. That's my humidifier.
It's a picture of my mother. What are you doing, you animal? You out of your mind?
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's my own mother.
So, yeah,
Please dress her up.
You also don't care. I mean, after a while, it's like, all right, we've done all this.
Yeah.
A little connection, and we'll move on.
How did
I
the
got
stretching-
15 minutes.
How did the stretching work out for you, though, Vinny?
It's dude, I'm not because you know I'm 44 years old. It worked. I'm just saying, like when I hook up now by the little side thing, I have water, a banana. I don't, dude.
Vitamins,
I
Tylenol.
swear, Patrick, I swear to God, when you get in your 40s, you guys, when you're in your 40s, I don't care. Like, what are you gonna do? Make fun of me? I don't care anymore. If I was 20, I'd be like, what do you? Now it's whatever, bro. I'm stretching. I have to. The whole yoga thing. I have.
By the way, that visual is a little concerning.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, okay, let me do the couple stretches.
the stretching
I'm coming,
or
babe. You
the
ready?
banana on the
No. The
side
stretching.
table.
The stretching as she walks in.
I heard somebody say they were talking about the Red Queen phenomenon, that idea that, you know, you have to run as fast as you can just to stay in place. Right.
wow.
And it's a term that they use sometimes, which comes from Alice in Wonderland. And I think when you get to a certain age, that's exactly what happens. You start to accept part of what wisdom might be is coming to terms with your own limitations, coming to terms with the fact that no matter what you do, you are a limited creature, and you are no matter what you do, you're not gonna look as good next year. You're not gonna be as strong next year, no matter what. There just comes a time when you've got to accept the inevitable decline of the body. But I think with that comes hidden gifts.
Such as what?
Acceptance, understanding, wisdom, letting go of those kinds of things that you probably shouldn't have been holding on to in the first place, and making room in your mind for other efforts and other understandings.
How much of that you think is wisdom? How much of that is the fact that your testosterone level is just lower?
You know, this becomes the question between biology and spirituality, right? Like, it's so funny as your biology starts, somehow you get
so
more
spiritual. That's exactly it.
Like, why am I finding God now? I'm like,
That's exactly what happens.
You kids keep having sex
listen.
and dancing. For me, I'm going to church.
The Lord is important right now.
That's because I'm afraid I'm going to get to heaven and God's going to have my entire life on one piece of paper like my dad did with my report card.
By the way, think about it. If they ran the testosterone, levels of people who go to church, what that would look like attendance-wise.
Probably very low.
Tracking data. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like
great question, dude.
If I find a church with high testosterone level attendees, think about that church.
Oh
right
my
there.
God.
I mean, they're sinning every other second. at that.
Dude,
Yeah.
you could
That's a church you want to go to.
Hell yeah, I want to be at that church.
You could draw a correlation, I guarantee, to antibiotics, to things that took care of syphilis and other things where sex didn't cost you your life, and also even the pill and all these things that kind of liberate. Back in the day, dude, sex was a very risky enterprise. You could get some crazy disease, you could get pregnant and be banished from society, and that. So I think you're right. I mean, there's a lot of things that kind of like God kind of died with antibiotics and birth control.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.